Welcome to the Startup Funding Espresso. I'm Halti Martin, the host of this show where we talk about raising funding for your startup and the time it takes to have an espresso. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Halti Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. After completing the financial projections, you may want to create various scenarios of your financial model. Startups are often optimistic while investors are pessimistic. You may want to create a best-case scenario and a worst-case scenario. For the worst-case scenario, keep your revenue at the current level or only with small increases. Check your cash position and runway and adjust the expenses and fundraise plan accordingly. For the best-case scenario, use the revenue targets you have in mind. Check your cash position and runway and adjust the expenses and fundraise plan accordingly. Here are several common errors. As sales grow, so do sales costs, in particular commissions. Make sure these costs are included with the revenue ramp. Fundraises typically take longer than expected. For every $1 million of funding you seek, it will take you 1 calendar year to raise it. Include your working capital needs for your fundraise planning and its impact on cash position. Founders typically work long hours for little to no pay. This is not true with non-founders. Make sure you include reasonable salaries for the work you expect from others. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start up some of the day. Halti Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinions of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon for the basis of investment decisions.